What's up, guys? I'm Chesapeake. This is Chesapeake Hammock and Outdoors, and we're gonna try this stream thing. Having some issues uploading videos, so we're gonna try to do it this way. Tonight, I'm gonna do a little bit of a gear test. We're gonna be testing out the Easthills Outdoors 2-person duck down camping blanket / top quilt. So here's a little shot of what we're looking at tonight on the bay. Here's my tarp, the Appalachian hammocks, or ripstop by the roll camo hex. And then underneath, I've got my hammock gear, zippered bug net tarp, or hammock, I'm sorry. See it there. So the way I've got it rigged up is for the tarp, I've got a dual Ridgeline. So I've got a loop that comes off of the BSTD right here, and then a line lock that goes up and around the tree with an S-beaner right here. You always make sure that your lines are coming off the tree that it's connected on to relieve stress here. Same thing for the hammock suspension. It's coming off of this side of the tree, so the lines aren't bent, and that creates a lot of stress if it's not set up that way. And then for my Tiearts here, I've just got the BSTDs here on the tarp, piece of shock cord, and that comes down to a line lock hook. So the advantage of that is I can disconnect my lines really easily when I slide the tarp into the snake skins to put it away, or whatever. And then I run that to the stake down here. There's a loop on the end of this line, so I just put the loop around the stake, and then I run it up, and then I just put a slippery half hitch to secure it, and then that is just really tight, so it's not going to loosen up unless I want it to be loose. So that's around all 4 corners of the tarp. And then the hammock has tie outs. So to give myself a little bit of room, I've just got some regular zinget here so I don't trip on it, because this is the head side. And then I've got a piece of shock cord, and it's also run out to the corner of the tarp, which lifts this up a little bit and then keeps it out of my way so I don't trip on it. Now, it's not going to be very windy tonight, but there's going to be quite a bit of dew and stuff like that, so I brought the tarp out. Most times I don't even use a tarp here at the house, but this time of year in the fall, it's definitely going to be around the dew point tonight, so try to keep some of that dew off of me. So we'll take a look around the foot end here. Same thing. You see the foot end. There's a look at the snake skin there. Sorry about the light. And then it runs up the same way. Got the line lock and then the edge of the tarp there. And I'm just using the standard hammock gear suspension, which is continuous loops to hammock gear carabiners, and then hammock gear daisy chain webbing. Quick, it's easy. And then I've got the hammock gear zipper bug net hammock here. And then for my exterior insulation, I have the 40-degree trail layer from Simply Like Designs. You can see the cut of the insulation here. So this right here is the insulation, and then this is just fabric. So it's kind of cut like a Wookiee, warm bottom Wookiee, but it's synthetic. So you can also use it as an insulated underquilt protector, which is kind of gives it dual purpose. So that's why I got it. And then being here on the water, I've definitely got to have really good synthetic insulation. So especially this time of year, it gets really moist here. Had a lot of rain. The ground's really damp. So I'm going to be pushing this to its limit tonight, definitely. And then inside, it's probably going to be a little dark, but I've got the Easthills Outdoors duck down 2-person camping blanket slash top quilt, and then here is the foot end where it's in top quilt mode. I've got the buttons done here, and then the extra shock cord is just hanked up on the end to make a foot box. There's my pillow, just my regular pillow from inside. So I got quite a bit of room in here. You can see over here the underquilt, and then the foot end. And then that's the what it looks like from under the tarp on the foot end. And then on the head end, here's what it looks like. Get a nice view coming out here. So, a couple cool things about the Hammock Gear zipper bug net hammock. This is I got this when they first came out with it. I think they've updated it, but you've got pack hooks all the way around, and BSTDs. You've got zippers, dual zippers on each side with glow in the dark, really nice big zipper pulls, so they can terminate in the middle where you want, right there. And then, like I said, I just use Zing It on the head end. That way, I don't trip over it, and it's still light. And then I just put the piece of shock cord on there, so it still has a little bit of spring to it. One thing I do like about this hammock is up here at the head end, these peak caps on the head end, it's completely zippered around. And then on the foot end, there's only a very small little hole right here. Now, some of my older subscribers will know I have a serious spider problem here where I'm at on the water, and they will find any little minute hole to get in because they are microscopic. And I know you can't see this one, but right here on the top of my finger, there he is. There's a spider right there. Look how small that is. And they will get in and crawl up your nose in the middle of the night. So on this hammock, there's only one end has a small little hole. So this is the bag that hangs inside to store the net in, because the net's not detachable. It stays with the hammock. So I just kind of ball it up and poke it through the hole here to keep any creepy crawlies out. And then on the other end, like I said, it's sewn all the way around. On the chameleon hammock, the Dutchware chameleon, both ends are like this, where you can see up in there, and that's where that end of the bug netting terminates, so it can be partially detachable. On the Dutchware chameleon, both ends are like this, and the hole on the end is very large. So I really only use it when it's below freezing, which, you know, it's a nice hammock, but I really didn't realize that when I got it. So having at least one end completely sealed with the peak caps here is nice. And then, like I said, the other end has got the a real small hole. Inside, I've got, from Hammock Gear, I've got the mesh peak Ridgeline loft. You can see how large it is here. I've got my Outdoor Vitals synthetic jacket in here. You see how big of a mesh Ridgeline organizer peak bag. You can slide it and store your top quilt in there. It's large enough, or your pillow, or, you know, your jacket, anything you want to put in there. To hook it up to your Ridgeline, you've just got a prusik and then a small mitten hook there, and there's one on each end. And then the other end I've got attached to the included loop that's inside where the Ridgeline comes through. They've got a little loop there, and I've just attached it to that. That way I can keep tension on it. And then also inside on the Ridgeline, I've just got a little hook here for my headlamp. And then I've got this small Night Eyes light that I've had for, gosh, probably 4 years now. And it's just about dead, I guess, but I haven't taken it out yet. So that's it on the inside there. You can take a look at the blanket from Easthills. I'm kind of up in the air about how well this is going to do. It's got quite a bit of loft to it, but this sewn through construction and the double stitching has really kind of got me worried. It's not like I'm going to die. It's only going to be the lower 40s, but we've got to test the gear to see how it's going to perform, right? That's the whole reason they send it. So I'm going to do an honest review like always to, you know, let them know how this does. I really hope that if it doesn't work out well, we can do something about this orange stitching, as well as the other stitching that's underneath of it. Just kind of the orange stitching makes it look good, but, you know, the more holes in the blanket, the less places where the down can be to keep you warm. So after tonight, I'm gonna pick the seams on every other row of stitches to give it some long tubes of down and really let the down that's in it loft up, and we'll see how it goes from there. So we'll head on out here. You can see I've got quite a bit of room under the tarp here, and this is just a regular 11-foot tarp. I got it on sale from Ripstop by the Roll. They were cleaning out some old gear they had, and before they were Ripstop on the Roll, they were Appalachian Hammock, and this is one of the tarps that they had. I got it for $60. Believe that. It's a gorgeous polyester tarp. I did have to seam seal the tarp myself, but you've got the grosgrain around the top. So if you need to seam seal a tarp, it's not hard at all. It sounds like it's going to be really messy. You just get yourself a tube of, you know, McNett seam sealer, and then go to the drugstore and get one of those little syringes that comes with children's medicine, like, you know, children's Tylenol or something like that. And then you squeeze it out onto a plate or whatever, and then suck up the seam sealer, lay the tarp out flat, inside up, and then just kind of sit on it and stretch it out with one hand and stretch it out with your knee in the other hand, or not in the other hand, but to stretch the tarp out and open the seam up, and then just kind of inject the seam sealer directly into the seam, and you don't have to use a little brush or anything like that. It's, you know, you've got it pulled out and stretched wide open. So when you put the seam sealer in it, it goes directly into the seams, and it gets all the way into here. So you're really getting all the seams, and it took me about an hour to do. I just went straight down the tarp, and I haven't had it leak at all. I paid attention to, up here, I really got it good, and it looks like a professional job. I mean, it turned out really well. That's not my idea. Jellyfish from Hammock Forums use sort of optical eyedropper, and then I was like, I don't have that, but I've got a ton of these little children's medicine dropper things. So get one more walk around real quick. The other side of the tarp. Underneath. So we're going to keep this short. Like I said, I'm having some issues uploading videos lately. So I wanted to do the live stream. Turned out that way I can at least upload something. I will make a post tomorrow, either a video or take some pictures and make a post, let you guys know how it turned out, and give the results to Easthills. So until then, just put in the comments below, what kind of gear you guys test. If you guys test anything, now's the time of year to do it. It's it's fall, so get out there and hang. Do it in your backyard. Do it in your neighbor's yard. Do it at the park. Doesn't matter. Just get out and hang. Get out and camp. Go hiking with your family, with your kids. Enjoy the outdoors, and yeah, just enjoy it. So we're gonna cut this off now. Like I said, yeah, just post some comments below, and I will let you guys know how it is. So I'm Chesapeake. This is a gear test of the Easthills Outdoors 2-person duck down camping blanket / top quilt, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. See you next time.